this point, he's really very ill and he was on morphine. And he didn't feel very well, and so he was kind of half asleep. And we didn't want to wake him up, but we didn't want to wake him. So what about what does a man have more than to do? And all of a sudden, we hear my father say something from his pillow. And he's like, and we look at him and we say, well, his eyes are shut. So we go back to try to figure this out. And my dad raises himself on his pillow. And it's sort of the last gasp there. He says, balls.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea.
They can be tricked into being good little girls and boys, the same way we were tricked into it on the promise of some reward to come.
And you want to teach them tricks?
They have to be rewarded, Captain. Why else will they do what we want them to do?
I don't want him to do anything but trouble!
George A. Romero's Day of the Dead.
Cast of Day of the Dead, Miss Laurie Cadell and Mr. Joe Pilato! They're working here, but I have to sit here, I can't go. So if we have questions, people have to raise their hands.
Well, first of all, I would like to say on behalf of Weekend Horrors and the European fan base and the German fan base, thank you for having us. The floor is yours.
So of course you both start in Day of the Dead, and everybody wants to know how you, a question to you both, how you got involved in the project and how did you prepare for your roles?
I can tell you that I was a young actress in New York City, lived there a long time. I was doing the stage, and George came and saw me in a play called Reckless, which was done by a young playwright named Craig Lucas, and the character of, her name was Rachel Fitzsimmons. She was on stage and she was on the whole time and had a lot of dialogue. And also, so he was in the audience, and my father, his name is Bill Cargill, Chili Billy they called him in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I grew up. He was in the original Night of the Living Dead. He played himself as a reporter, and George attributes my dad to his career because in those days he said, I'm making this little movie, Night of the Living Dead, and so my dad was in it, and we kept over and over plugging it on television. So that's how I met George when I was about 14 years old, but hadn't seen him until I was in my 30s. So that's how I met him.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. Give some of the rest of us a shot at some loving.
Hey,
Everything giving us a mouthful of Greek salad. Formulas, equations, a lot of fancy terms that don't mean a thing. Or if you're all in there just jerking each other off. Sit down or so help me God, I'll have you shot. I said, I'll have you shot. Shoot that woman or you're dead. You think I'm fucking around, Steve? You're wrong. This ain't a goddamn field trip, people. This is a fucking war!
Did you feel some kind of pressure because Dawn of the Dead was already so beloved and a lot of people knew that movie, and then you did Day of the Dead. Did you feel kind of pressure on the production?
I don't know about Joe, but I did not feel the pressure. We had such a different movie. It wasn't obviously Dawn of the Dead, but the audiences were so so disappointed that when I remember being in a theater where they booed at the ending, they did not like Day of the Dead because they wanted it to be more like Dawn of the Dead at the time. And George was always ahead of his time. He would throw the audience members off, you know, because he would always keep you guessing and talk more about the specifics of that time period. So Dawn was more the 70s and of course the 60s. And in the 80s it was about the women and their power. And but they thought, the audience thought too much dialogue, we don't want to listen, and we wanted to be funnier and have more humor. But it was dark, as you know. David Dead is a dark film. But I was proud of what it was for its own piece, and that it was a good piece of
I'm not down in this cave for my health. I'm down here on orders.
I haven't eaten. Is there food?
You were supposed to be here at 7 o'clock sharp, mister.
I know. Sarah told me. I'm sorry I couldn't break away. Is there food?
Listen, egghead, let me bring you up to date on what's been...
Excuse me! Is there food?
I'm running this monkey farm now, Frankenstein, and I want to know what the fuck you're doing with my time! Because if we're just jerking off here, I'm gonna have my men blow the piss out of those precious specimens of yours, and we're gonna get the hell out of here and leave you and your highfalutin asshole friends to rot in this stinking sewer. Is that food enough for you? You want me to salute that pile of walking pus? Salute my ass. They're dead! They're fucking dead!
The pressure making the film was not about the concept of a trilogy because, believe it or not, at that time there was no concept of a trilogy. It was, yeah, he had made a great film, Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead, but no idea of a trilogy. So the pressure was living up to the expectations of the director, which was a very high bar. Then the real pressure was how the film was received very poorly. In fact, there was a TV show called Siskel and Ebert in America, and I remember sitting in my apartment and weeping because they gave a movie a thumbs up, or they would give a movie a thumbs down. And they said, we give this movie a thumbs down just to show you, here's a scene, and they showed the scene of me and Maury having to stand up. And they said, thumbs down. And it took, I don't know, maybe 10 years for people to come around. And actually, George says it's his favorite part of the trilogy. But some of you must have some questions. Please.